Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Marketing Monday on November 7th. This is the wins and fails where we talk about all the wins and fails this week in marketing and business. And of course, this is a both win and a fail to kick us off. The win and the fail is that we get to talk about Elon Musk again. I'll try to make it quick because we talked so much about Elon Musk. He has dominated the news cycle. And the win is the entire world has united to dunk on him. So about, I don't know, like a month ago, I made this video about when Elon Musk had confirmed to buy Twitter, 100% locked. And I said the following: I think he is going to hate this job. I said, I think Elon Musk is gonna hate this. You know, this is the peak when Elon was dunking everybody. Flash forward to today, Elon Musk is currently changed his bio to Twitter complaint hotline operator and his location to hell. Because the entire internet has basically united to dunking him in a variety of ways. And he has gotten more and more petty in the responses. Let me give you the business-minded update. The main thing is, because of Elon Musk coming into the power over this social media platform and immediately doing a lot of antagonizing, posting some conspiracy theories, trying to dunk on people, causing a lot of volatility, advertisers have understandably been scared. Also, some advertisers, like those big spenders over at GM and Ford and Honda, they're competitors with Tesla, and they don't really want this Twitter experiment to go well. After L'Oreal, which is one of the safest brands in the world, was the first big brand to pull the plug, many brands have followed. And he started to get nervous because Twitter, as I've mentioned, is already a money-losing enterprise. Twitter loses currently $200-300 million a year. That's if things are going well. That's on about $5 billion in revenue. And that's 98% ad revenue. Ad revenue goes down, that loss starts going way up. And if he added $1 billion in interest expense every year, that starts going way up. That starts looking like bankruptcy. He has been tweeting angrily. Twitter has had a massive drop in revenue due to activist groups pressuring advertisers, even though nothing has changed with content moderation, and we did everything we could to appease the activists. Extremely messed up. They're trying to destroy free speech in America. And then his own platform, corrected it. Multiple advertisers have confirmed they're pausing spending while they see what direction Elon Musk takes with the platform. Then he openly threatened to start naming and shaming advertisers that didn't keep spending with him. Basically trying to bully advertisers into spending money on your small and kind of scary platform. Again, you must understand that even if everything was going well, Twitter is fighting a losing battle against TikTok, Instagram, even Facebook. For whatever demographics they come Snapchat. All of these things are bigger than Twitter. Twitter was already small. Now it's small and a little bit scary for an advertiser to put their ad on. Like, for example, if you flash back, I don't know, a few years ago, there was this big thing about Facebook being causing teen depression. Instagram, basically, which is owned by Facebook. And there was the election interference stuff. Advertisers thought they could boycott Facebook into making changes. And Zuckerberg said, and did nothing. And all the advertisers realized it was a bluff because they couldn't not use Facebook and Instagram. The size was too big. Twitter does not have that. Twitter is begging for advertisers. And so if they spook and they leave, there's no real push to get them to come back. They're safer not doing it, especially if there's conflict. What Elon Musk has been hedging all his bets on is this $8, he keeps saying your feedback is appreciated. Now pay $8. He's been hammering home the $8 thing. The thing is, if you do the math on the $8, it doesn't make any sense. There is no world unless 10 million people start using Twitter and all pay for Twitter Blue. There is no world this $8 even close to makes up the revenue gap. It doesn't make a lot of sense unless they can massively expand the numbers, which I don't think they'll do, because the average person doesn't want to spend that kind of money on Twitter. It doesn't seem to make sense, right? What makes it worse is upgraded Twitter, the Twitter Blue, the blue check mark, includes a lower ad density. It used to be ad free, but now it's like half ads. But the math has been run, and it turns out that every user that gets half ads from buying Twitter Blue, assuming all the active users buy it, costs Twitter $6 in ad revenue. So even though you're paying $8 and still getting fucking half ads, you are losing them $6 in ad revenue that you would have gotten. So he's making at best, assuming there was no costs, $2 in profit on this so-called savior. By the way, a third of the money, if you do it on iOS, goes to Apple. So there's a real chance that an iOS person that even pays for Twitter Blue is losing Twitter money. This whole thing has been a disaster, an absolute clusterfuck. I'm not even gonna get into the tweets. He put so much Tesla stock as collateral for the loans to buy this company, buy Twitter. He will have to begin selling Tesla stock if it continues to slide. And it could end up, again, this is an outside chance, but it could end up causing him to lose control of Tesla because he doesn't have the same shares that Zuckerberg has. So it's really an insane world. And it is causing so many knock-on negative effects in his life. Overall, a major win if you like dunking on billionaires. That's only our first win and fail. We have a lot more news to discuss, and it's not all about Elon. In fact, I want to give a fail to this whole situation because all of this dunking on Elon Musk has put the fail on us. We've focused all our attention on dunking on one billionaire that we've let other billionaires escape. All of this has distracted us from the fact that Jeff Bezos has been extremely dunkable this week because he seems to have a thing for forcing employees to pee weirdly. Jeff Bezos is being sued because his housekeepers got UTIs due to lack of bathroom access. Now, about a year ago, there was a lawsuit about Amazon workers in warehouses having to pee in bottles. Now, his own personal housekeepers have to climb out of the laundry room window to the outside in order to pee. It started to become a pattern. Jeff Bezos does not want his employees to pee. And nobody even dunked him on this because we've been so focused on Elon. He got away scot-free. So I really had to give that a fail. But ladies and gentlemen, I do have a win to counterbalance all that. I know this is all crazy. It's all insane. We're seeing so much billionaire stuff. Let's focus on a real win. The real win is that the government has finally worked for us, the people. Because, you know, there's been gridlock, there's been stagnation, and the regular human beings have been like, please, just answer what we want. Finally, the government works for us, the people. And when I say the people, I do mean the people in the drive-through line at Starbucks.
So I'm here at Starbucks in Trumbull, Connecticut. It's not just any old Starbucks. This one has been in the news quite a bit because of how bad the drive-through line is. The line only holds about 15 cars, and so it spills out onto this major road here. And so the town decided to take action. Did they recommend reconfiguring the drive-through to make it more efficient? Did they even suggest closing the drive-through altogether and just having people park in this massive parking lot and walk inside? No. They voted on and approved a resolution to simply order the Starbucks workers to work faster. I wish I could make this up. This is your brain on car culture.
Yes! A victory! Finally, some change in government. Thank God. Now the workers have to work faster. Big win. The fail is they cracked down on an honest, hardworking business, Dollar General, just because apparently they were lying. Apparently Dollar General was just saying things cost $1, and then when you got to the register, they just weren't. Yeah, apparently the overcharge error rates at Dollar General range from 16.7% to 88.2%. And the government apparently said this is bad, and they cracked down on it. I thought it's kind of fun. It's like a mystery surprise. Yeah, I like Lootbox prices, personally. So they are cracking down on that, which is actually probably too late, but it is a dub that they're actually stopping that because that's incredibly predatory. Here's a fail. Do you guys remember last week on Marketing Monday Wins and Fails, we talked about how Uber was having a bit of an advertising fail because they were using the push notifications on their app to push other companies' advertising. We finally have a realization as to why that is. It's because they didn't want to push their own advertising, which was this: a real promoted tweet from Uber that they just put out and then deleted. Grandpa would have wanted you to treat yourself. Hashtag get your ride right. Hashtag Uber Black. You're going to the beach to spread grandpa's ashes. Basically telling you that you should get a fancier car in case you're driving around with your dead. This is not fake. This is a real ad. Now, it was in reference to a larger commercial, I think, about a dead grandpa. Users could see this promoted tweet without ever seeing that first commercial. A big fail on Uber's part. True, he really would have wanted it. Yeah, I know my grandpa would be like, don't you dare drive my ashes to the beach in a fucking Uber pool. Oh, here's a win for probably a representative group in this chat. Virgins! Virgins, I need a W from you because we are hearing that 22% of millennials and 19% of Gen Z are going into debt from what they spend on dating. Big Virgin W. Saving cash. Don't have to spend on a night out. Don't have to spend on clothes, roses, rideshare. All that stuff saved. All you have to do is worry about Genshin Impact polls, which could be more expensive, but more worth it. By the way, if you are looking for something to do, you know, assuming you're not dating and you want a cheaper hobby, the Wall Street Journal is recommending you grab a shovel and dig a hole. This is real. Grab a shovel and dig a hole. They're saying it's really relaxing and fun, and it's starting to become really popular. I pay $12.99 a month for this reporting. So if you're like me, here's a real win. Go to rocketmoney.com and cancel it, baby. If you'd rather read the book Holes than dig real holes, and you want to cancel Wall Street Journal, which I did with Rocket Money, go to rocketmoney.com/Atrioc and you can see all of your subscriptions. Link your account and it'll show you everything you're subscribed to, and you can cancel it with one click very easily. It will also help you negotiate down your prices for bills you can't cancel. Things like electricity, cable, internet, gym. If it's something you can negotiate down or has fluctuating prices, they'll find you the best price. But more importantly, you can just keep track of all your subscriptions and save for things. It has a great way to save and track your spending, so you can save towards a vacation or a car or whatever you're trying to save it for. Pretty awesome app. I've used it for a very long time when it used to be called Truebill. Now it is called Rocket Money. You can check it out right now. They're a supporter of Marketing Monday. Thanks again for supporting. Check Erob's stream. Let's check it out. Erob221. Erob221 is live. Digging a hole. Digging 6 feet hole. Why 6 feet? Are they burying somebody? That's crazy. Are they having fun? Because then Wall Street Journal was right and I'll uncancel my... But we still have more wins and fails. And in fact, after the ad read, I'm going to do rapid fire gaming wins and fails. Win. Modern Warfare 2 sells $1 billion worth of games in 10 days. Fastest selling Call of Duty ever. And it is the biggest entertainment launch of 2022. Insane amount of money. And again, this is part of the larger trend that gaming is eating the world, crushing Hollywood, crushing music. If you're a fan of Call of Duty, this is another sign they're going to make 10 more of these. And in fact, in about 5 to 10 years, they're going to re-release this exact game. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 again will come out in about 5 to 10 years. Another big win. So you guys know how we've all made the joke that GTA 6 will never come out because GTA 5 makes too much money. Well, that is beginning to end because in the last quarter, GTA 5 only sold 1 million units. Which sounds like it's a lot, but it's actually the lowest it's ever been. It is insane how long GTA 5 has been out, and their down quarter is only 1 million units, which is enough to make any other game, like any indie game, would kill for that. But it is apparently slowing down because they usually sell significantly more than that, actually. And so we'll see if that leads to a GTA 6. Finally, they have some pressure to release it. Eventually, GTA 5 will stop selling a gargantuan amount every quarter. And then also for gaming wins and fails, those are 2 wins. Let me give you a fail. And the fail on the next one is for God. Because God made the night sky too boring, and the marketers on Candy Crush team came together to change that. Marketers have defeated God by making the night sky much more interesting by putting a gigantic Play Candy Crush button in it, and then including the game and having that. This is awesome. By using a fleet of coordinated drones, we can now have gigantic ads for mobile games when we look up at the sky at night. We can actually see some sick ass Candy Crush, Raid Shadow Legends ads in the sky. This is dope. What a dub. What a dub. I will commit crimes to end this. You're gonna shoot rocket launchers at the drones. Speaking of marketers who really have crushed their job, let's give a dub to the concept of drinking bleach. Which is apparently what Coca-Cola wants you to do with their new Coca-Cola X Bleach collab. Ever wondered what bleach tastes like? Actually kind of a cool collab, but yeah, the word choice a little bit off. Speaking of jobs, I want to talk about a little bit of it. This is not a win or a fail, but a tired and a wired, dude. So you guys know how the boring tired thing to do is to go on LinkedIn and like post about your job. You guys know that, right? That's the tired thing. The wired thing is to make posting on LinkedIn into your job. Because there has been a rise of LinkedIn influencers in the past year that has gotten out of control. They are making serious money. And so I looked into it. I sort of read this article, and it turns out that while, some of them are making money from brands that they promote or talk about like a regular social media influencer. In fact, the way most LinkedIn influencers are making money is through coaching other smaller LinkedIn influencers. The most lucrative and consistent money can come from teaching others to be as good as LinkedIn as the influencers are. LinkedIn has turned into an influencer pyramid scheme where you teach other people how to post good on LinkedIn. By the way, this is an example of a post that he taught someone how to make. People vastly underestimate the value of their knowledge. Publish yours and let the market pleasantly surprise you. And this guy is a LinkedIn influencer coach. He's a diversified solopreneur. Diversified solopreneur. That is really awful. Yeah, he's a LinkedIn top G. Finally, let's jump over to our good friend, Xi Jinping.
我在北京
What's going on in China? Not as big of China news as last time, but there was something interesting that I wanted to get a debate going on with chat. This news piece came out by 60 Minutes, basically saying China's version of TikTok, Douyin, is drastically different than TikTok that we get here in America. And they want to know if there's something we should do about it.
In their version of TikTok, if you're under 14 years old, they show you science experiments you can do at home, patriotism videos, and educational videos. They also limit it to only 40 minutes per day. They don't ship that version of TikTok to the rest of the world. And they make their domestic version a spinach version of TikTok, while they ship the opium version to the rest of the world. There's a survey of preteens asking what is the most aspirational career. In the US, the #1 was influencer. And in China, the #1 was astronaut. You allow those two societies to play out for a few generations, I can tell you what your world is going to look like.
I'll tell you what it's going to look like. China's going to have a bunch of dumb astronauts in space, and none of them can hit the Luddy. So it's a very interesting debate. I think one of the fundamentals of the way our society is structured is that we should allow people to make their own mistake on this. But I'm also aware of like the algorithmically addictive nature of tech, that human beings are always slow to adapt to fight against. And I do think that eventually something's going to come to a head with TikTok regulation, just because it is based in China. All the data goes to China. And as US and China tensions heat up, something's got to give. It is literally a reverse opium war, but with memes. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Wins and Fails. Hope you enjoyed for this week. We'll be back next week with even more wins and fails in the world of marketing and business.
Check it. Hey, people.